I'm going to show you more than 10 fragrances that last under $50 that you can buy safely on the websites. First one's called Azzaro pour Homme Intense. It came out in 2015. It's got a Chinese cinnamon note in it, amber and tonka bean. Guess what? In Shanjian 3 a.m. and 1 Million Cologne were also introduced in 2015 to give you an idea of the era of this fragrance. It's similar notes in here as Noir du Issy Amber. They both share cinnamon and tonka bean. Issy has added saffron and leather though. Cinnamol is an occurring natural fragrance compound found in the barks of cinnamon tree that this has. This has a cinnamon in here that is light and powdery, whereas in fragrances like Spice Bomb or say Eau Jean by Parfum de Marly, it's more decadent and more gourmand. This will project for 2 to 3 hours solid, and it lasts more than 7 to 9 hours. The next one on the list is a sexy fragrance for guys that's so easy to buy for anyone, and it can be found at Fragrance X as well, called Jimmy Choo Man Intense Black Pepper Geranium Spicy Floral. Can be used in the office. It's a sweet cherry wood, almost cinnamon-like ending with overall great performance. They also make one that's a little bit lighter called Jimmy Choo Man without the intense version. Then if you're like a naughty, what was that movie, 50 Shades of Grey, where they dress in leather, then get naughty leather. 3 simple ingredients: Artemisia, which is a green herb, leather, and vanilla in here. It's a unique, slightly old Western style leather that lasts a super long time, borderline beast mode longevity. Another one by the brother of this, I call it his brother. His brother's name was Azzaro Wild Mint. It's a very simple minimalistic fragrance with the calypsone molecule and mint, you know, mint, the note of mint. Calypsone gives it this fresh, watery, oceanic vibe to it, and I love it. It's very watery. It's got a powdery, velvety nuance to it, and it's addictive. And yes, this thing lasts even longer than the leather by 11 hours. That's what I got out of it. And here's a cool fragrance called Burberry Brit. Now this is a tester found for $30 on Fragrance X, and these are made in France. This is 6.7 ounce, also made in France, and I heard that the ones made in Germany by Coty were less performing, but I mean, when they say that on these blogs, they could mean like 30 minutes, who knows. But these are great. So here's the deal. So this was $33, and this is only $47. This is like 2 bottles of this at $23.50. This is probably the best value on the whole list. It's a sexy ginger, cardamom, rosy, spicy, nutmeg, delicious fall or colder weather winter fragrance. Longevity was okay at 6 hours still, and perfect. You could wear this to the office work. It won't even harm anyone. Next, you try this fragrance by Hermès called Thierry D, but you want to get the Pure Parfum. It's called Hermès Pure Parfumé. It's a woody citrus fragrance, earthy and luxurious scent, great for everyday wear. It's got this nice pepper and pelargonium note with a strong, sexy finish, and it lasts. It's got this grapefruit note in the front. It's a really good fragrance for cold weather. It just reminds me of fall. I sprayed it on this hand. Here are 5 more fragrances you can consider that are dirt cheap, good for cold weather, and one hidden gem. But here's one, simply CK Obsession. You'll never go wrong with CK Obsession if you like the old style fragrances. Old style means barbershop, because this came out in the 80s, citrus, floral, earthy. The hidden gem is coming up next, and it is called Hermès Eau de Gentian Blanche. Hermès Eau de Gentian Blanche is a fragrance that uses the gentian flower. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It came out in 2009. It opens up very bright with green freshness. It's very clean, smooth, and dries to a light floral wood, but kind of bitter. Think about grays and whites when you think about this fragrance. It's very good though. It's a very fragrance that takes you to a place. It is not under 50 though, but it's the hidden gem of the day. I had to show you. But this one is, it's called Versace Dreamer. This is where the money's at. It's a big brand name that just smells good. Clary sage, lavender, mandarin, and geraniums in it. Absolutely worth the money for this. It's got a built-in sprayer, as you can see. It's got an aroma chemical called coumarin, and when you mix the coumarin into this fragrance composition, picture a lawnmower who just cut a big, huge green grass field, and that smell of freshly cut green grass, kind of moist. It's got a vanillic undertone, kind of sweet to it. Cedar tonka finish, 7 hours, sexy, great, complimented fragrance with the huge name attached. Here's the cheapest one on the entire list that you can wear in the winter, fall, whatever. It's called Cuba. This one is called Cuba Gold in the box right here. This is called Cuba Royale. Cuba Gold smells like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male, and Cuba Royale smells like Paco Rabanne 1 Million. And finally, you check this one out. CK1 Shock. It's a citrus sweet tobacco fragrance, found for $20 to $25, depends on what size you get. I was going to ask you a question. What would you say is the best fragrance under $50 for winter? Can you comment down below? Also, shout out to the viewer of the day, Jimmy Dose.